make sure when I'm at commercial at radio, that I don't say nothing back. Say things.
Gosh, if you know.
Dang, what kind of coaching decision was that?
Right.
I've done that before.
Right, you know, be entertaining.
Well,
Probably lots of you.
their pitcher, the ginger one, she throws like a knuckleball. It just floats.
Shape up, yeah.
Just floats to the base.
Yeah.
Very slow.
Always say nice things.
Positive words of encouragement all the
One of
time.
the first times I locked Carl, and Dave Riley's just sitting at home listening to the live stream. I'm on it. It was commercial break. And I questioned Barry Bestman's basketball decision. I was talking to somebody next week. I don't know why he did that. For crying out loud. Dave goes, "You're out there, Carol." Hope that didn't get him fired. It's a lot easier getting up this one than the old one. Don't anybody helping me tonight?
It's just me and you up there.
Yeah, Riley Swatsky was gonna help.
I'm going to ask you for
Yep.
2 names on pronunciation.
I think I can help you.
Jurgensen?
Jurgensen, yep, and Vance
Jurgensen?
Gullickson, yep,
Gullickson.
Jurgensen, yep,
Jurgensen.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, right, the umpires are, let me see that again. Umpires. Just give them a shout out here.
And then if you need to look at the lineup or anything
Yep,
for your stats, you can use it.
all right, there you go. I think I'm ready.
So I wasn't told anything when I was handed that microphone that you got on your shirt there.
Oh, yeah?
So I didn't say anything, like, the entire time. I just said, up to bat. Like, I didn't
That's
say
all
the
right.
score. Yeah.
Okay, we're ready there. All I need to do is to see the scoreboard.
All right, I'm going to remember the rest.
Yep.
Yeah, that stays up there. yeah, do you remember where the pickles sat last time? You guys are here, you just take them out. Oh, actually, I think they sat in the corner over there. Okay, well, you can set them in that corner then. Gonna grab them and I'll open them? They're for our mascot. What? We're getting a mascot.
Okay.
It's part of our designing mascot. So they're selling those. Are they $1? They're $1.
Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Let's get this over here. Up there. Test 1 2 3. Test. Test 1 2. At 95%. I think we're good. Just set this over here.
So how long have you been doing your radio host? Is that your proper? How long have you been a radio host?
Sports director.
Sports director?
Yep. Since 1991. Hey, Maynard's Paul. Yep. Yep. I'm online on video too tonight. They hooked me up with a mic for the video. Yep. Yep. A quick one. Yep. 91.
91, so 34 years.
Yep. Long time.
Oh, Vanessa, if you have to leave before Dante gets here, tell me and I'll just come down and then we'll have an announcer for a little bit.
No, I need to leave at like 6.
Oh, I didn't know what time you had to leave, so.
I need to.
Okay. Then Dante should be here.
Yeah.
Is this for free, Heather?
Yeah. They're hard as a rock though, so you gotta.
I could tell.
I can forward it up on that.
I mean, I'll take it.
Just like put it in your pocket and sit on it.
Then it'll be smushed.
But it's not frozen anymore.
But it'll be smushed.
All right. Probably be a quick one. Infield's done here, so.
I'm waiting for Swatsky to give me the thumbs up.
Yeah, I texted her, told her I couldn't make it. Yeah.
Oh, I only turned it up for 5 for now.
All right.
Dante's not here yet. Dante will be here soon.
Yep. I'm online too, so at commercial break. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Subway pregame show. Paul Ramo here, out here at windy Lac qui Parle Valley for tonight's softball doubleheader between the Lac qui Parle Valley Eagles and the Dawson Boyd Blackjacks. The Blackjacks come in with a record of 1-5, and the Eagles are 6-2. Camden Conference matchup here. Let's go through your State Farm Insurance starting lineups for this afternoon. First, for the visiting Dawson Boyd Blackjacks, catching and batting off is Natalia Ritter. Batting second and playing center field, Macy Moan. Caden Perkins is at first base. She'll bat third. Liv Essling will bat fourth and play shortstop. Maddie Wente is at third base. She'll bat fifth. Batting sixth is the left fielder, Elsie Wiebe. Batting seventh is the pitcher, Shea Bothan. Batting eighth and playing right field, Quinn Larson. And Ryland Wiesman will play second base and bat ninth. And the Blackjacks are coached by head coach Nick Gruel, assisted by Laurel Webster. For the Lac qui Parle Valley Eagles, leading off and playing top and batting third, senior Brandy Meyer. Kayla Jan will bat fourth and play second base. Out in the outfield, left fielder Callie Kahn will bat fifth. Batting sixth and playing center field, Zoe Doctor. Batting seventh and pitching, Val Piotr. Batting eighth, Raya Borsted. She'll be in right field. And batting ninth, the catcher, Eva Traeger. The Eagles are coached by Scott Swatsky, assisted by Ryan Lee. And that's your State Farm Insurance starting lineups. They're going to play the national anthem. That wraps up our Subway pregame show. We'll be back in about 2 minutes with the first match between the Blackjacks and the Eagles right after this.
Swansky hasn't given me the go-ahead, but you think I can start? You think I should wait a second?
I'd wait. He's talking to his team.
Do you have the coaches for Dawson Boyd?
Yep.
Can I steal that
Yep.
for
It's Nick Gruel.
Nick
If
Gruel?
you can, Nick Gruel and Laurel Webster.
I will forget. I will give this back when I'm done.
Yep.
Oh, I
Nick
got it.
Gruel and Laurel Webster.
Laurel Webster, Nick Gruel. All right, thank you.
Yep.
I will return that probably after the anthem.
All right. All right. He gave you the go-ahead.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's Camden Conference softball game. Today's game will feature the visiting Dawson Boyd Blackjacks versus your Lac qui Parle Valley Eagles. And now for the roster for the visiting Blackjacks, starting with the reserve, we have Kate Gruel, Ava Bothan, Elisa Olson, Lauren Lee, and Stella Roth. The starters for the Blackjack. Batting first, touching second, Natalia Ritter. Batting second and in center field, number 8, Macy Moan. Batting third at first base, number 7, Caden Perkins. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 42, Liv Estling. Batting fifth at third base, number 9, Maddie Wente. Batting sixth in left field, number 6, Elisa Wiebe. Batting seventh in pitching, number 32, Shea Bothan. Batting eighth in right field, number 3, Quinn Larson. Batting ninth at second base, number 5, Ryland Wiesman. The flex for the Blackjacks is number 35, Lily Lee. The coaches for the Blackjacks are Nick Gruel and Laurel Webster. And now, for your very own Lac qui Parle Valley Eagles. Starting with the reserves, number 1, Maya Swatsky. Number 6, Aiden Bond. Number 8, Greta Fernholz. Number 10, Sadie Zarbach. Number 11, Carson Whitnable.
No, they haven't played the national anthem yet.
Number 18,
Just going to start the
Maddie
national
Geiger.
anthem here in a little bit.
And now with the starting lineup for the Lac qui Parle Valley Eagles. Batting first at first base, number 5, Jalen Lee. Batting second at third base, number 13, Kendall Shellstead. Batting third at shortstop, number 3, Brandy Meyer. Batting fourth at second base, number 2, Kayla Jan.
I'm on the Lac Parle Valley
Batting
YouTube
fifth
channel
in
tonight,
left
today.
field, number 7, Callie Kahn. Batting sixth in center field, number 15, Zoe Doctor. Batting seventh in right field, number 12, Val Piotr. Batting eighth, designated hitter, number 4, Raya Borstedt. Batting number 9th, catching number 9, Eva Traeger. The Eagles are coached by head coach Scott Swatsky and assisted by Ryan Lee, Johnny Garibay, Sidney Clark, and Ryan Grunholz. Today's umpires are Robert Jurgensen
Okay, the national
and
anthem is
Vance
being
Gullich.
played right now, starting right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Maybe about 30, 40 seconds. Okay, the national anthem's done. That's fine. Nope, that's fine.
Well, let's play ball.
That's fine. I'm by myself, so we can wing it. Can I have my papers back, Brody?
Yep, sorry. Here you are.
Thank you. The girl's name is Weeby.
Weedy?
Yep.
Okay.
Just
Every time, there's always one name I mess
yep. Well, believe me, I do that too. So. All right, here we go. I can see the scoreboard, and we got everybody. Dawson's the home team. Okay. Dawson's the home team. Shea Bothan pitching. Okay. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Lac Parle Valley High School softball complex here on a windy. What's new? It's always windy out here at Lac Parle Valley. It's the Dawson Boyd Blackjacks and the Lac Parle Valley Eagles in softball, and we'll play 2 games tonight. And it looks like the Blackjacks are the home team in the game number 1, and the Eagles will be the home team in game number 2. Dawson Boyd's pitcher, Shea Bothan, on the mound, or not on the mound, in the circle. In the circle. There is no pitching mound in softball. They have a circle, and Shea is out there warming up. She's a sophomore right-hander. The catching is Natalia Ritter. Over at first base for Dawson Boyd, Caden Perkins, another sophomore. Rylan Wiesman is a sophomore at second base. Another sophomore, Liv Essling at shortstop. And senior Maddie Wente at third base. Out in the outfield, in left field is senior Elsie Wiebe. Center field, Macy Moan. And right field, Quinn Larson. That's your defense for Dawson Boyd. And Jalen Lee will start it out for Lac Parle Valley. Good crowd on hand here. People got their hoods up, kind of protecting themselves away from wind, actually. Got their coats on, even though it's kind of warm. It is a little chilly out there with the wind. Here we go. Jalen Lee, the senior, steps into the batter's box. Here's your first pitch of the game. A pop-up in the infield. And Wente and Bothan collide, the pitcher and third baseman. And Shea Bothan makes the catch and falls down.
Number 13, Kendall Shelton.
Matty Wente, it's just a shallow blue pop-up off the bat of Lee. And Wente coming in at third baseman. The pitcher, Shea Bothan, ran over there, and they bumped into each other. And Shea held on to the softball for your first out. So one swing of the bat by Jalen Lee, and she pops out to the pitcher. And here's Kendall Shelsted. Pitch to Kendall is a strike. 2 strikes now to Kendall. Sunny skies out here at Parle Valley High School. Next pitch by Bothan, a ground ball hit out in the center field. Base hit for Kendall Shelsted. And now Shelsted's going to go to second. Got by the center fielder. She's coming to third. She's around third. She's being sent home. Here's the plate to the plate. Not in time. Kendall Shelsted ran all the way around the bases.
Up to bat, number 3, Brandy Meyer.
And the Eagles get on the board first. The ball hit out the center field, and Macy Mona just got by her, went all the way to the fence. So an error there. And here's Brandy Meyer, a senior. Eagles lead 1-0. Here's the pitch, popped up, foul territory towards the first base dugout, and it goes out of play. Well, Kendall rounded the bases. I was watching Coach Sawatsky. He was not hesitating at all. He was going to send her, and it was a pretty good throw. There's strike 3 called. Nice pitch by Shea.
For 2, Kayla Jan.
So Brandy caught looking there for the second out. Here's Kayla Jan. The Dawson Boyd Blackjacks picked up a win, their first win of the season. There's a ground ball down the right field line by Kayla. It goes foul. Blackjacks defeated Ortonville on Tuesday, 2-0 in Ortonville for their first win of the season. Kayla Jan batting. Kayla will play second base for Parle Valley. I think she's been there since she was her 7th or 8th grade, I believe. Here's a pitch, and it's a strike called. 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. The Eagles have a 1-0 lead, thanks to Kendall Shelsted. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Shea Bothan, and that is down low for a ball. Glad you're with us on Q92 this afternoon. Paul Ramo out here at Parle Valley. 0-2 count, or 1-2 count to Kayla Jan. And that one is ball 2. Number 32. Shea Bothan, just a 10th grader. Right-hander, getting most of the innings here for the Blackjacks this spring. Next pitch is ball 3, a full count. So it went from 0-2 to a full count to Kayla Jan with 2 outs. Big pitch here for Bothan. And that's ball 4. And Kayla Jan gets aboard, and the Eagles have a base runner. Gets a fist pump from first base coach Ryan Lee. And here's Callie Kahn, the left fielder for the Eagles. Callie's having a nice spring. And Shea in her windup, and the pitch, there goes Jan, and it's popped up in foul territory. Wente giving chase and not able to get there. Ball dropped just in front of the Parle Valley dugout. 1 strike to Callie Kahn. Callie, a junior. Jan was off on the pitch, and there she goes again. Here's the pitch down low. There's not going to be a throw from Ritter, and so Kayla steals second base. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kahn. Top of the first inning. Shea Bothan in her windup, and the pitch. And that was just a bit high. Umpire looked like he was going to ring it up a strike, then decided not to. JV, Lock Pearl JV, practicing in the JV field next to us here. There is no JV game today. There's a 2-1 pitch, and that's high, and Khan just about went after that one. 3 balls, 1 strike to Callie Khan. Zoe Doctor. Zoe on deck. 2 outs. Shea Bothan delivers. Swung on and fouled down the third baseline between Coach Sawatsky and Wente, the third. Jan at second base. Eagles have a 1-0 lead thanks to Kendall Shellstead. It's, what is it, a full count? Yep, full count, 2 outs. Big pitch here again for Shea Bothan, the sophomore. And she's in her windup, and the pitch is popped up. Wente in foul territory, and Maddie makes the catch for the 3rd out. So that will end the inning for La Parle Valley. They do pick up 1 run. That was Kendall Shellstead on 1 hit. 1 error, Dawson error, and they leave Jan at second base. We'll go to the bottom of the 1st. The score, La Parle Valley 1, Dawson Boyd 0. We'll be right back. All right, let's see. Ritter, Moen, Perkins. A lot of games today.
Isn't there a boys baseball game happening?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dawson's at Canby in baseball.
Okay.
And Lock Pearl's got a game too, I think. Pull up my game changer here. Looks like Dawson's had 3-0 on the Lancers. All right, we're back here at La Parle Valley High School. The Eagles have a 1-0 lead on Dawson Boyd. Eagles come in with a record of 6-2. 6-2 overall, and have some crucial games coming up before section play starts. They lost a tough one to a very good Bold team at Olivia last Friday. And in a game I did on a very cold day up in Graceville, 2nd game of the season, we lost 13-4 to a very good Clinton Graceville Beardsley team. Of course, Clinton Graceville Beardsley played in the state championship game last year, and they got about everybody back. Got an update for you. Dawson Boyd baseball team, they are in Canby, and they lead the Lancers in the bottom of the 1st, 3-0. All right, here we go. First batter for Dawson Boyd, and she swings at it, Natalia Ritter, and it went right over to third base bag, but the home plate umpire called it foul. Wow. That was awful close to being fair. Ritter swinging at the first pitch. Val Piotr is the pitcher for La Parle Valley. And the next pitch is, ooh, he called that a strike. Strike 2 to Ritter. Val Piotr pitching, right-hander for La Parle Valley. Her and Maya Sawatsky have been taking turns this season, but Maya suffered an arm injury. And there's a shot, nice catch by Brandy Meyer at shortstop. Oh, what a nice catch by the senior Brandy Meyer. Off the bat of Ritter. Brandy was going towards the second base bag and leaped as high as she could and caught it.
Do you have the numbers of the reserve spot checks?
And now here's Macy Moen. Macy Moen batting, takes the first pitch, a strike. I had a great view of Brandy's catch there. You saw it was, I thought it was going to be hit out in the left center field. But Brandy did a great job. What's that?
Dawson's reserves? Because I don't have their numbers.
Okay. I do not have Dawson's reserves, no.
Okay, I don't have their numbers.
No. And here's a change-up pitch, a strike called to number 17, Macy Moan. And Macy Moan batting, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Macy.
It's not Macy. I don't know who it is.
Number 17.
Yeah, I don't have her number.
Macy. Okay. Macy Moan batting. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's low for ball 3. Full count. Val Piotr will get to your defense here for La Caparra Valley, and the pitch is popped up in the infield. The pitcher, Piotr, out of the circle. Oh, she dropped the ball right in her glove, and it popped out. So an error there to Val, and Moan gets aboard first base.
Number 7, Caden Perkins.
Here's Caden Perkins. Caden Perkins batting. Dawson Boyd with a runner on first base. 1 out. They're down 1-0 to the Eagles. There's a swing and foul back for strike 1 to Perkins. Defensively for La Caparra Valley, Traeger's catching. She's a 9th grader. Jalen Lee at first. Kayla Jan playing second. Brandy Meyer with that fantastic catch at short. Kendall Shellstead at third. Here's a ground ball. Hit right back to Piotr. She goes to second base. Out at 2. Throw to 1. Double play, La Caparra Valley. Oh, they turned the double play nicely there. Piotr to Meyer to Jalen Lee. And that'll end the inning for Dawson Boyd. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We'll take a commercial break. The Eagles lead 1-0 with the Eagles coming to bat here in the top of the second. We'll be right back. That was Mason. All right, we're back here at La Caparra Valley High School, top of the second inning. La Caparra Valley leading Dawson Boyd on this Thursday afternoon. Got my days mixed up here. 1-0, the Eagles lead. And there's a pop-up, shallow right center field. It drops in there. Base hit there for Zoe Doctor to start the top of the second. The Eagles are the home team here in game number 1. So Zoe Doctor starts the inning out with a base hit to right center field. Here's Val Piotr, the pitcher. And Doctor on first base. Coach Sawatsky likes to run the bases. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss by number 12, Val Piotr. And on the way down to second was Zoe Doctor. So Val Piotr can help herself out here a little bit, facing Shea Bothan. And the sophomore winds up and the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Wiesman fields it cleanly, throws to first for the out, and that advances Doctor to third base. So nice fielding play there by Wiesman for the first out. Here's Raya Borsted, number 9. Runner on third base for the Eagles. That's Doctor. And a change-up strike. Nice pitch by Shea. Ritter behind the plate. Perkins at first. Wiesman at second. Essling at short. Wente at third. That's your infield for the Blackjacks. Borsted at the plate. The pitch is high and away for ball 1. And number 15, Zoe Doctor, after getting a base hit, has found herself at third base. Eagles lead 1-0. And Bothan's pitch is inside. Oh, a strike call by the home plate umpire. That was the second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Raya Borsted, the number 8 batter in the batting order for Parle Valley. On a windy Thursday. Here's the pitch. Ooh, she get a piece of it? No, dead ball, the home plate umpire says. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of baseball in our area, a lot of softball in our Q92 listening area today. We'll get to all them scores, updates here shortly. Next pitch, hard ball, out left field, base hit. And Borsted rounds first, and she'll stay there. She has just picked up an RBI single, scoring Zoe Doctor, and it's 2-0, Parle Valley. Just out the left center field, nice solid hit by Raya Borsted. And here's Eva Traeger, a 9th grader. Shot to right field, base hit for Traeger on the first pitch. Gets by the right fielder. Borsted's on her way to third. She's being sent home, and there's not going to be a throw. Now, Coach Sawatsky holds Traeger up at third with a triple.
Up to bat, number 5.
Borsted scores all the way from first base. I have to give an air to the right fielder. That's a double in an air, I should say, a double. But an RBI there for Traeger off the first pitch, and it's 3-0. Top of the order, and Jalen Lee pitches, gets by the catcher. Here comes the runner, Traeger. She slides at home and safe. And it's 4-0, Parle Valley. Won a wild pitch score there. And just like that, things change quickly, that's for sure. It was 1-0. And just like that, 1 out here in the top of the second. Your new scores, the Eagles 4, Dawson Boyd nothing. Top of the order here. And Jalen Lee hits the ball, goes to shortstop. Essling throws the first, and they get Lee. The ball actually ricocheted off the Dawson Boyd pitcher, Bothan, and went right to the shortstop, Essling. And Essling made a quick throw to first base for the second out. Here's Kendall Shelsted. She hit the ball hard to center field. And Moen out there, the ball got by her, went to the fence, and Kendall ran around the bases to score the first run. Here's a hard hit ball to short. Essling fields it. Throw is low, but it goes. She's safe. It gets by the first baseman, and Shelson's on her way to second base.
Up to bat.
So an error there on the Blackjacks. And 2 outs. And that was Kendall Shelsted. Ooh, put it in the wrong column. Darn it. Just messing up my scorebook. Oh, there's a drive out in the left field off the bat of Brandy Meyer. Shelsted's going to round third, and she's coming home to score.
Up to bat.
Brandy Meyer picks up an RBI, single to left. And it's 5-0, Eagles. Here's Kayla Jan. Blackjacks trying to get that third out. Pitches down low, and Brandy Meyer goes down to third base. These Eagle girls are swinging at the first pitch. I have barely time to mark my scoreboard down, and the action continues here. And here's a swing and a miss by Kayla Jan. First, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the second inning. The Eagles are the home team here in game 1, and they have a 5-0 lead on the Blackjacks. Myers at second base. Here's a hard hit ball to Wente at third. Fields it on 1 hop, throws to first. And there's your third out. Wente to Perkins. Out number 3. But the Eagles pick up 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 2 Blackjack errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Blackjacks find themselves down 5-0 to the Eagles. We'll take a commercial break. Be back with more Eagle and Blackjack softball from Parle Valley High School right after this. Brody, you said that wasn't Macy Moan batting?
Well, it was a different number.
No, 17.
17. Mine on here is she's number 8. Unless I have a wrong.
I don't have an 8.
What
I don't
number
know
is
what
Macy
Macy
Moan on
Moan looks like, huh?
yours? What number is Macy Moan on yours?
17.
Then I think I have the wrong number.
I got the lineup card from the coach here, so. He just put the first names. He didn't put the last names, but there's only one Macy on the team.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's Macy Moan.
I just think I have the wrong number.
Okay. Who we got?
Up to bat, number 42, Liv Estling.
12, I think.
Number 12. Is she number 12 on yours?
Yep, 12 is Liv Essling. She's batting.
You have Maddie as number 9.
Yep, that's Wente. Yep.
Yep. Elsie at 6.
Yep.
Shay at 32.
Yep.
Quinn at 3.
Yep.
Rylan at 5.
Yep.
And then Lily at 35.
Yep.
Okay. Then the rest of my numbers are good.
Okay. Parle Valley leading Dawson Boyd 5-0. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Blackjacks are batting. Liv Essling takes the pitch, hits at the shortstop. Brandy Meyer, strong throw to first, and they get Essling. Brandy Meyer
Up to bat, number 9, Maddie Wente.
getting some action here. She was part of that double play to end the bottom of the first. Then she made a fantastic catch in the first inning off the bat of Ritter to start the game. 1 out. And here's Maddie Wente. Ooh, look at that nasty change up there thrown by Piotr. And Wente, Maddie with a big smile on her face, she got thrown off balance. That was a nasty pitch there by the Eagles' Val Piotr. It just came floating in there. There's a fastball for a strike. Maddie wanted to swing. She pulled back, and then she kind of lost her balance. That's all. It would have fooled me just like that, too. Nick Gruel, the third base coach, with a big smile on his face. That's what that big changeup will do. And there's a fastball swing and a miss for strike 3. So Wente goes down on 3 pitches.
Up to bat, number 6.
Yeah, if you're a
Elsie
softball pitcher, you have a nasty change-up to change up the speeds of your pitch. It's very effective. And now this is Elsie Wiebe. First pitch throws to guess who? The shortstop, Brandy Meyer. And Meyer throws her out at first. Wow. That's a 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we're going to go to the third. And the Eagles lead 5-0. We'll be back after this.
Can I use you for my joke quick?
Yep.
All you do is say, no, I haven't.
Okay.
Have you heard the joke about the softball?
No, I haven't.
I better not say it. It'll leave you in stitches.
Good.
Hey,
Ching.
I put a smile on someone's face. That's all that matters.
Paul Ramo out here at La Parle Valley High School on this Thursday afternoon. And the Eagles have a 5-0 lead on Dawson Boyd, and we're in the the top of the third inning. The Callie Kahn will lead it off for the Eagles. Callie Kahn, Zoe Doctor, and Val Piotr, the first three batters for La Parle Valley. They've had 5 hits in the game, and they've scored 5 runs. Shea Bothan, the pitcher in the circle for Dawson Boyd. She is a 10th grader. Here's the first pitch to Callie, and it's low and inside for a ball. Other softball games, Lakeview's at YME tonight. McRae's at TMB. Kahn hits the ball to Wenty. Oh, what a nice fielding play by Maddie, and a throw to first, and they get Kahn. Maddie Wenty at third base for Dawson Boyd. Beautiful fielding play. She had to be quick. You got to be quick when you play third base, because you're really close to the batters, and she reacted. Great reaction there by Wenty, and threw a nice ball to first. 1 out. Here's Zoe Doctor. Top of the third, 5-0, La Parle Valley. Shea Bothan's pitch popped up in the infield. The pitcher, Bothan, out of the circle. She's calling for it, makes the catch. There's 2 quick outs here.
Up to bat, number 12.
Here's the pitcher for the Eagles batting, Val Piotr. Val is a senior, and she's going to go to Alec Tech to be an accounting program at Alec Tech. And that's the best community ed or tech school around. Why? Because I graduated from Alec Tech. And it is a great school. Great community, and I had a great 2 years there at Alec Tech. Here's a ground ball up the middle over second base. Base hit for Val Piotr. And that's the 6th hit of the game for La Parle Valley. That ball went right over the second base bag out in the center field. Macy Moen getting in quickly. So with 2 outs, the Eagles have a runner at first base in Piotr. Here's Raya Borstead. She had an RBI single to left center in the second inning. There's the pitch down low, and Piotr's going to steal second. 2 outs here in the top of the third. A very windy day out here at La Parle Valley. At least the sun's shining. That's the good thing. 1-0 count. Bothan's pitch. Ground ball foul, and Coach Sawatsky can't barehand it. We're going to give him an error. I think it touched his pinky there. Scott back there in the coach's box. Scott doing a great job leading the La Parle Valley softball program. Brings a lot of excitement to his team. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball to short. Essling fields it, throws the first, and there's your 3rd out. Good defense there, play there by the Blackjacks that inning. So for the Eagles, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 on. We're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Blackjacks will be coming to bat. They find themselves down 5-0. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors.
You did mark down that error by Scott?
I will. I'll make it in my notes.
I think it did nick his finger too.
Yeah, I think it did. All right, let's check up on some scores here. No updates.
Once the inning changes, I'll have another joke for you to say.
Yeah, we can do jokes.
bat, number 32, Shea Bothan.
Bottom of the third. All right, here's Shea Bothan. She swings at the first pitch, hits it right back to Val Piotr, the pitcher, and Piotr throws over to first base for the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. Lac qui Parle Valley leading Dawson Boyd 5-0 if you're just tuning in. And as we came out of commercial break there, Shea Bothan swinging at that first pitch right back to the pitcher. Now here's Quinn Larson. She takes that first pitch, drives it down the right field line out of play. First strike one. Val Piotr in the circle, the senior right-hander. Pitching to Quinn Larson, the right fielder for Dawson Boyd. Nobody on. Change up, nasty change up. Oh, and Larson's way ahead of it for strike one. You know, the win, I mean, that's a great change up by Val. Riley Sawatsky, a few years ago, she had a tremendous change up too. You can tell Val's been working on her pitching, doing a fantastic job. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Quinn Larson. Rylan Wiesman on deck for Dawson Boyd. Next pitch, ball. 2-2 count. Eagles have 6 wins this season, looking for their 7th here. This is a doubleheader. We'll be covering both games here today. Next pitch, ball 3, full count. Full count to Quinn Larson. Good at bat here for Larson. Let's see what she can do. And the next pitch, and that's high and inside. Oh, called strike 3. My goodness. Strikeout.
Number 5,
2 outs. Here's the number 9 batter, Rylan Wiesman, the second baseman. That's the second strikeout for Piotr. Val's pitch, ground ball, right back. Off the bat of Wiesman, right back to Piotr. Val was busy that inning. My goodness, throws over to first for the third out. So for the Blackjacks there in the bottom of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. The score remains 5-0, Lac qui Parle Valley. We'll be back with more softball right after this.
Okay. Did you hear the joke about the pop fly?
No, I didn't hear the joke about the pop fly.
Oh, forget it. It's way over your head.
Those are good ones.
All I did is I looked up softball dad jokes.
Keep it going.
What time is it? Game time!
How many innings are softball?
7.
7? Okay.
Yep. All right, Paul Ramo back here at Lac qui Parle Valley High School at my Diet Sun Drop. And it's 5-0 Eagles here in the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, the Eagles are the visiting team. And they scored 1 run in the first inning and 4 in the second.
Number 9, Eva
And
Traeger.
here's number 9, 1 and 2 batters to face Shea Bothan, the sophomore from Dawson Boyd. Eva Traeger, the catcher, steps into the batter's box for Lac qui Parle Valley. Here's the pitch, strike one. Nice tail on that one. Nice fastball by Bothan. I saw Shea when they played, T&B. Next pitch, and that's strike 2. 2 quick strikes there to the freshman Eva Traeger. 0-2 pitch, way outside for ball 1. Well, I believe this might be my last game broadcasting from the softball press box here. They'll be tearing it down, building a new one. Can't wait for the new press box here. There's ball 2. to Traeger. Jalen Lee on deck for La Caparra Valley with that 5-0 lead. We're in the fourth already. Next pitch, high fly ball, right field. The right center fielder going over, not going to get there. Traeger's on her way to second base. She's trying for 3. And the throw comes in, and Traeger has herself a triple. The freshman.
Up to bat, number 5, Jalen Lee.
AC Moen, the center fielder. Quinn Larson, the right fielder. Giving chase out there. Well hit ball there by Traeger. And so nobody out. And Traeger's at third base. Here's the top of the order for La Caparra Valley. Jalen Lee, ground ball. Foul down the third base side. Maddie Wente, the blackjack third baseman, was going for the ball and actually ran into Traeger at third base. 1 strike to Jalen Lee. Let's see what Jalen's done. She's popped out to the second baseman and grounded out to Essling at short, her 2 at-bats. Bothan's pitch to Jalen, and that gets by the catcher. Traeger will stay there. Shea Bothan in the circle for Dawson Boyd. Has a strike on Jalen Lee. Traeger at third, the pitch. Down low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jalen. Jalen's going to be playing college volleyball next fall at Crown College. And she's excited about that. Just outside the metro area there. There's a swing and foul back to the backstop by Jalen. Jalen's an outstanding volleyball player and basketball player. She probably could have done both sports. Two balls, 2 strikes to Jalen Lee. Shea Bothan delivers. And that is high for a ball. That was close. Full count to Jalen. Kendall Shelsted on deck. Here's the pitch by Shea. Ground ball foul. Again, Wente runs in the Traeger on third base. Wente trying to field the ball and just collides with Traeger a little bit. The second time they've done that. Full count to Jalen Lee. Big pitch here for Dawson Boyd. Shea Bothan. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, she got a piece of it. She got a piece of it, so she's still alive at the plate. Jalen Lee. Actually, you know, it's kind of a nice day out. If it wasn't windy, it'd be a pretty nice day out there. Full count. And she swings at that one, fouls it back. Pitch was a little inside. She just got a piece of it. Traeger at third base with her triple to right center field. Eagles have a 5-0 lead if you're just tuning in. Here's the pitch. Full count, and that's ball 4. So Jalen draws the walk.
Number 13.
And
Kendall
here's,
Shelsted.
and then Jalen just trots down to second base and no throw. She didn't even stop at first base. Just kept going to second. Wow. Here's Kendall Shelsted, dangerous hitter here for La Caparra Valley. Here's the windup in the pitch, and it's a strike. That first inning, Kendall rounded the bases after an error. Ball went all the way to the fence. Put the Eagles on the board first, 1-0. And here's a hard hit ball center field. This could score 2 runs. Here comes Traeger. Here comes Lee. And 2 more runs in. It's 7-0 La Caparra Valley. Kendall Shelsted with 2 RBIs.
Up to bat, number 3, Brandy Meyer.
A single. And Traeger scores easily. Jalen Lee scores from second base, and it is 7-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. Brandy Meyer batting. She hits a high fly ball left field. Weeby underneath of it and can't catch it. And now Shelsted is on her way to third, and she gets in there, and Meyer goes to second base.
Up to bat, number 2, Kayla Jan.
That was a high fly ball, deep left field. Elsie Wiebe just couldn't follow it there and make the catch. And then Brandy Meyer was right on the back of Shellstead. Both of them were running almost side by side there, going to second base. Here's a bunt laid down. Wenty fields it, and everyone's going to be safe. Nice job by Wenty. That was a bunt by Kayla Jan with a single. Beautiful bunt down the third baseline. And Wenty fielded it, and Shellstead was standing right next to her by third base. And instead of throwing to first, Wenty had tried to tag Shellstead, but Kendall got back to third base. So the bases are loaded for Callie Kahn. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. Bases loaded for La Capral Valley. They lead 7-0. Shellstead's at third. Brandy Meyer at second. Kayla Jan with a beautiful bunt single at first base. Shea Bothan winds up, and the pitch. Popped up behind home plate. The catcher, Ritter, makes a catch with one hand. Snags it out of the air. Natalia Ritter in foul territory towards the Eagle dugout. And that's a big out there. And here's Zoe Doctor. So Kahn flies out in foul territory behind home plate. Here's the pitch. It's a strike to number 15, Zoe Doctor. Zoe had a base hit, and then she came around the score, and then she popped up to Bothan, the pitcher, her last time. Zoe Doctor at the plate. Here's the pitch from Bothan, down low. Nice stop there by Ritter. That was a kind of Ritter's catch. Man on play, she just kind of swept it out of the air with her catcher's mitt and made a nice catch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Doctor. Pitch in, so that's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, if Shea Bothan can get Doctor here, that'd be a huge out. That'd be the second out. Bases remain loaded of Eagles. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Zoe Doctor. Here it is. Ground ball. Shortstop. Fields it. Steps on second base for the second out. And I think 2 runs are going to score, and they do. So Kayla Jan was forced out at second base, but Shellstead scores, and then Brandy Meyer scores from second base, making it 9-0. That was a fielder's choice there off the bat of Doctor. So Doctor picks up 2 RBIs, and she's on first base. Here's Val Piotr, 9-0. Pitch is high, and Doctor goes on to second. Here's the throw, not in time, goes out in center field. And Doctor's on her way to third base, and she's going to be held up by Coach Sawatsky at third. The throw from Ritter was way to the right side of the second base bag, went out into center field. So Val Piotr has an RBI out there, and Zoe Doctor at third base. That would be the 10th run. And here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Another big inning here for La Capral Valley. They have 4 runs in here in this inning. We're in the top of the 4th inning. There's a swing and a miss by number 12, Val Piotr. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Val. She's grounded out to second and got a base hit to center field last time. Next pitch, there's a shot out to center field. RBI single for Piotr. And scoring is Zoe Doctor from third base.
Up to bat, number 4.
RBI single by Val. That was about the same spot she hit it before. And so it is 10-0 Eagles. Here's the 9th batter to bat here in this inning, Borstead. The pitch is high for a ball, and Piotr runs down to second base on stolen base. Borstead had an RBI single in the second inning, and then she grounded out to Essling at short. Shea Bothan's pitch. Oh, she got around on that one early, and it goes all the way out to left field foul into the batting cages. And the wind is blowing the opposite way, so that was a hard hit ball there by Borsted. Here's the pitch by Bothan. And a lace out the left field base hit. And Piotr's being sent home, and she scores. It's 11-0. Eagles, an RBI single by Raya Borsted.
Up to bat, number 9, Eva Traeger.
And it's 11-0. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And Coach Nick Gruel coming out to talk with his pitcher. And the infield here. They just need one more out to get back in the dugout. Some good base running by the Eagles there, and timely hitting by Parle Valley. Coach Nick Gruel in his first season, coaching the Blackjacks this year, and he's done with the conference in the circle. Shea Bothan will remain in the game. And it's the Eagles have batted around here. Here's Eva Traeger, who started out this inning with a triple to right center field. Borsted's at first base. Here's the pitch. It gets by Ritter, and Borsted will track down to second. Number 9, Traeger. Boy, she hit that ball hard. She had an RBI double in her first at-bat. Next pitch gets by Ritter again, and Borsted goes to third base. Traeger, just a 9th grader. Bothan pitch, and that's outside. Well, a prom is this Saturday at Parle Valley. I'm not sure what time, 6:30, something like that. Brody?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact time.
And there's a strike called. Nice pitch there by Bothan. Traeger batting for the second time this inning. And the pitch. Oh, did it hit her? I think it did.
It did.
Hit her right in the ankle. So she goes to first base. Here's the top of the order, Jalen Lee. Runners on the corners now. Boy, everything seems to be happening with 2 outs here. It's always tough to get that third out, isn't it? We saw that the other night in the baseball game with Dawson Boyd and Parle Valley. Jalen Lee at the plate. This inning, she walked and came around to score, and then she's hit by a pitch. So 2 hits, batsmen's there by Bothan.
Up to bat, number 13.
And
Kendall
Shea's
Shelton.
struggling to find the strike zone right now. Runners on first and second. Kendall Shelsted at the plate. Blackjacks just need that one out here. Here's the pitch high. Actually, bases are loaded. I'm sorry. This is Kendall. And 11-0 is your score. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball way back there center field. Moan makes the catch for the third out off the bat of Shelsted. Wow, I thought that was going to be a home run, but Macy Moan out there, one-handed catch. That will end the inning, and I'll review that inning when we get back here. We'll take a commercial break. Blackjacks coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th. 11-0, the Eagles lead. We'll be right back. Yeah, I screwed up someplace.
I always do the jokes when the innings
5, 6. 6 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Huh. I messed up. Oh, Borsted was on third. All right, got it.
So did that inning start with Eva?
Yep,
And then it went all the way around, and then it got to Kendall.
yep.
I think that's one of the best innings I've ever seen.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. lot of coloring in that inning. Now it's the bottom of the fourth. We've got to play 5, I think. Not sure what the rule is there. Paul Ramo back here at Parle Valley High School, and the Eagles just put up 6 runs there in the 4th inning. Now they lead 11 to nothing over Dawson Boyd. And Val Piotr continuing her warm-up pitches here. And wait a minute, I think we got a new pitcher. Who is this? Number 8. Greta Fernals, it looks like. Right? Greta Fernals is pitching.
Maya Ritter up to bat.
Remember, Maya Sawatsky is injured with a right arm injury, so she is not pitching. And so this is 9th grader Greta Fernals. Top of the order here, Ritter batting. She hits one, pops it up to Jalen Lee at first base for the out. And there's one out. Now there's Macy Moan, the center fielder, who made a nice catch out there in center, finally to get that 3rd out. Fernals, this is the first time I've seen Greta pitch a varsity game. Not sure if she's pitched in varsity before. This might be her first time. Ground ball hit the Jan at second. Kayla fields it, throws the first, and we got 2 outs.
I believe it's her first time.
It is, okay.
Up to bat.
And here's Caden Perkins. And Greta's got a smile on her face through that mask, I see. I'd be nervous as this is my first varsity attempt. There's a swing and a miss by Perkins. 11-0 the score, bottom of the 4th. Paul Ramo out here at Parle Valley this afternoon. We lost our sun there for a minute under some clouds. Wind continuing to blow, of course. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caden Perkins. Caden hit into a double play in the 1st inning. There's a swing and foul back to the fence, backstop. Dawson Boyd baseball, haven't got a recent update. They're in Canby, taking on the Lancers. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Perkins. Here's the pitch from Fernals, and that is low for ball 2. 2-2 to Caden. Caden is a sophomore. And Greta bouncing up and down there and getting in her rhythm. And the pitch, ground ball right back to the pitcher. Fernals fields it cleanly, throws the first, and that's a 1, 2, 3 inning for the Eagles. How about that? And that might be, is that the end of the game? It's a, oh, it must. Coach Gruel talking with the home plate umpires. No, we're going to do one more. All right, we'll take a commercial break. 11-0 Eagles. We'll be back after this. Okay.
So, Paul, do you know who the best cartoon character at softball is?
No, I don't know who the best cartoon character in softball is.
Homer Simpson.
Oh. That's good.
Hey, feel free to use these jokes anytime.
I will.
I've seen a few chuckles from the
Okay, that's
JV
good.
coaches down there, so it's all that matters.
5th inning. Is Bothan still pitching?
32, yep. Number 11, is that Carson? That is Carson. Carson Whitnable is up to bat. One of our reserves.
Okay. Who's batting?
Carson Whitnable is up to bat.
Carson. All right, we're back here. Parle Valley leading 11-0. We got a new batter
Carson
here.
Whitnable.
Carson Whitnable. Carson Whitnable batting. She's a sophomore. Eagles have an 11-0 lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Eagles are the visiting team here in game 1. Shea Bothan pitching, and the pitch to Whitnable is down low for a ball. Eagles scored 6 runs last inning on 7 hits. They left the bases loaded. Shea Bothan in her windup, and the pitch to Whitnable, and that's a strike. Carson's first at bat here. She's batting for Brandy Meyer. What a game Brandy had defensively. Wow. Next pitch inside for a ball. Lackaparle scored 1 run in the first. That was Shellstead doing that by herself. And then 4 runs in the second. And 6 in the fourth. And here we are in the 5th. Swing and a miss by Whitnable for strike 2. Well, when that sun goes down, it gets a little cooler out. That's for sure. With the wind blowing out here at Lackaparle. So the pitch high by Bothan. I think we got a full count to Carson Whitnable. Here's the delivery by Shea Bothan. And there's a shot to right field. Base hit for the sophomore Whitnable. How about that?
Up to bat, number 2.
A single to right. Good at bat there. She took it to full count. Her first at bat in the game. And here's Kayla Jan, the second baseman. Kayla walked, grounded out to third to Wenty, and got a base hit to center last at bat. And there's a strike to Kayla. We're in the top of the 5th. 10-run rule in effect. Blackjack's coming to bat next. Here's the windup and the pitch by Bothan. That goes outside. Eagles looking for their 7th win of the season. Got some big games coming up in the next 2 weeks, conference-wise. Next pitch, strike to Jan. Just looking at the Eagles' schedule here. We got Yellow Medicine East, KMS, and Canby Minio. There's a chopper fouled on the first baseline, and it's going to go foul. 2 strikes to Kayla Jan. I think Kayla's going to Alec Tech too. She strike out?
Up to bat,
Yeah, she
number
struck
7,
out.
Callie Kahn.
What happened there? I missed
I
something.
think she struck out.
Okay, 1 out. Kayla's out. I'm not sure what happened there. Here's a Khan, takes the pitch, a strike. Callie Khan flied out to Wenty at third, grounded out to Wenty, and then popped out to the pitcher. Runner on second's Whitnable, swing and foul back for strike 2. Zoe Doctor on deck. If you're just tuning in, we're in game number 1. We played 2 today. 11-0 Eagles here in the 5th. Shea Bothan in her windup in the pitch. And gets by Ritter, and Whitnable's going to... No, it hit her. It hit her. Umpire said Kahn was hit in the foot there.
Up to bat,
So,
number 18,
2 runners
Maddie
on
Geiser.
now. An update from Madison Baseball Field. Lakeview is leading Lackaparle Valley 3-0 in the top of the 2nd. Is this Zoe Doctor?
No, Maddie Geiser.
Oh, Maddie Geiser batting. Okay, Maddie Geiser. Maddie Geiser at the plate, so Coach Swatsky putting his bench in here. And that's a strike. We got Whitnable at second, Kahn at first, and Maddie Geiser, an 8th grader, at the plate. Shea Bothan, the pitch to Geiser, and it's high for a ball. Geiser at the plate with 2 on. The pitch. Oh, it gets by Ritter, and the runners are going to advance. Whitnable the 3rd, and Kahn goes down to 2nd on the pass ball there. So Maddie Geiser has a couple RBIs out there for her. Here's Bothan in her windup and the pitch. Ground ball, and that's going to go into center field. And this is going to score 2. Geyser's on her way to second with a stand-up double. 2 RBI by the 8th grader, Maddie Geyser. Out the center field, and it's 13-0, Parle Valley.
Up to bat, number 8.
Nice hit by Geyser. And is this Val?
Nope, Greta Fernholz.
Oh, Greta Fernals. Yeah, she's pitching. Okay, I got it. Greta Fernals. I'm glad you're up here, Brody. Greta Fernals, her first at bat, I believe.
I
Yep.
believe so, yep.
And the pitch, it gets by the catcher, but Geyser will stay at second. 13-0, Parle Valley, top of the 5th inning, game 1 here. Shay Bothan, the sophomore pitcher. In her windup in the pitch. There's a swing and foul back to the netting behind home plate. Well, we'll have softball for you next weekend, baseball.
Are you announcing for
Yep.
Lac-Parle next week? I'll be here.
And let's see, where are we at here? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Greta Fernals. Bothan delivers, and that's inside for a ball. Maddie Geyser at second base. She had a 2 RBI double. Her first at bat. Next pitch gets by the Ritter, and Geyser's going down to third. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Greta Fernals at the plate for Parle Valley. I think we got a full count to Greta Fernals. Shay's pitch, and that is called strike 3. A little delay there by the home plate umpire. So 2 strikeouts this inning for Shay Bothan of the Blackjacks. And there's 2 outs. Raya Borstead batting with Geyser at third base. The pitch to Borstead is a strike. Long inning here. Top of the 5th. Bothan in her windup, and the pitch. There's a foul ball over the first base dugout. Actually hit the fencing, bounced back in play, and Ritter caught it. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Borstead. She had an RBI single in the 2nd inning. There's called strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Man, that was a nice pitch there by Shay Bothan. 3 strikeouts that inning for Shay. But the Eagles pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error, and they leave 1 on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. 10-run rule in effect. 13-0, Parle Valley leading Dawson Boyd. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors.
Do you know the rules for zebra softball?
I do not know the rules for zebra softball.
3 strikes, you're out.
Oh. I did. We got 3 outs, and then we'll take a break here, I think. I don't think we're going to do a Neon Needles post-game show. We'll do that the 2nd game. Yep. I'll just stay. I'm not going to hang up. I'm just going to stay connected, so just keep me. It'll probably be 10, 15 minutes, I'm guessing. I'm not sure how long they take between games. You sound better.
Oh, I have better.
All right.
Wait till next inning.
All right, Greta Fernals just finished up her warm-ups. And the Blackjacks coming to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. They find themselves down 13-0. Here's Liv Essling batting. The shortstop. Just 1 at bat in the game. She grounded out to the shortstop, Brandy Meyer. And Fernall's in relief of Val Piotr's. Pitch is down low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Essling. Wind up in the pitch, and there's a high fly ball. This is well hit, going back, and it goes over the head of the center fielder, Zoe Doctor, and there's your first hit of the game for Dawson Boyd. Off the bat of Liv Essling with a double.
Up to bat, number 9, Maddie Wente.
That ball, I thought that was going to be a home run. She hit that well. And that's your first hit of the game for the Blackjacks. Off the bat of Essling. And here's a pitch, and the throw to third goes out in the left field. And now Essling rounds third. She's coming home. The throw to the plate, not in time. And the Blackjacks get on the board. Essling took off to steal third. And Traeger, the catcher, threw it down the third, and it went out the left field off to the side of the third baseman, Shellstead. So there's a run for the Blackjacks. Maddie Wente batting. Yeah, Essling was running to steal third base, and I don't know if she stopped, but for some reason, there's a ground ball. Hard hit to Meyer, a line drive to Brandy Meyer. If you're going to give a defensive award out for this game, I'm giving it to Brandy Meyer. My goodness. 1 out. Just a hard line drive. Boy, Maddie hit that one hard. Oh, here's a ground ball. Oh, snagged by Fernalls. Throws to first. Wiebe hit the ball right back to the pitcher, Fernalls. And Greta quickly just did a nice fielding job there. And 2 outs. And here's Shea Bothan, the pitcher, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Seen some nice defensive plays by Parle Valley in this game. Blackjacks down to their last out here. Swing and fall back. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th. Or bottom of the 5th, excuse me. The Blackjacks are the home team here. And here's the pitch, and that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Shea Bothan. We'll play 2 games here. I'm sure they'll take about a 10-minute break between games here. There's a hard hit ball to Brandy. Oh, and it goes off her glove out in the left field. And have to
bat, number 3, Quinn Larson.
Have to give an error there, I think, to Brandy. Been playing so well. That was another hard hit ball off Bothan's bat. Boy, the Blackjacks hit the ball hard, but right at somebody. And that one just glanced off Brandy's glove. Here's Quinn Larson batting. 13-1 is your score. Now the home plate umpire talking to the Eagle pitcher, Greta Fernalls, about something. And we're ready to go. Quinn Larson batting. Pitch is high for a ball. Greta Fernalls, just a 9th grader. She's bringing the heat here in relief of Val Piotr. Here's the pitch, change up, strike. Nice change up there by Fernalls. 2 balls, 1 strike to Quinn Larson, the number 8 batter. Runner on first, that's Shea Bothan. Here's the pitch, and there goes the runner down to second, and she steals second base. The throw there by Traeger, not in time. So the Blackjacks have a runner in scoring position. There is 2 outs, 10-run rule in effect here. Ground ball fouled on the first base side. And as I look at the crowd, nice crowd here. They're all bundled up, fighting in the wind. To my left here, looks like they built the new tennis courts here to my left, and they look awful nice, and I saw them, I drove by them. Here's a pitch called strike 3. Nice pitch by Fernalls, and that will end the game. So for the Blackjacks in the 6th, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and they leave 1 on base. And that's your final score, 13-1, Parle Valley in 5 innings. So we're gonna take a break here. We'll do our Neon Needles Subway Player of the Game, or Subway post-game show after Game 2. Interview some of the coaches and players. We'll do that then. So we'll take about a 10-minute break here. We'll be back with Game 2 between the Eagles and the Blackjacks after this.
Do you know why Cinderella never made the softball team?
Why did Cinderella never make the softball team?
Because she ran away from the ball.
Good God. What's that?
She ran away from the
That's. I didn't hear you, Phil. What? Oh, she lost her slipper. No. All right, I got to do a new book here. 13. I'm going to talk to myself here for a minute. 1 hit. 5, 6, 13, 15 hits. Holy cow. Yeah. Yep, yep. No, they're just doing the field here. All right. No, I'm at Lacaparo. Yeah, somebody just texted me it's raining in Madison. Rain delay. The rain delay in the baseball game. Wonder if it's coming this way. Oh yeah, we're gonna get rain here.
No, Dante's got it.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna get a shower down here in a little bit. Dang it. Yeah, I'm indoors, yeah. Well, the Eagle baseball team's losing to Lakeview. Yeah, I gotta play the game. That's a tough one. Phil? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll be back in a couple minutes. Yep, I'm up here. Yeah, if you give it to Brody. Hey, who'd you name player of the game, first game? So I've been debating. I've been debating what to do. Shellstead with 3 RBIs. I thought Meyer played great in defense. She was the before. Zoe Doctor was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Kesey was 1 for 1 with double, 2 RBIs. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Piotr pitched well, no hit.
Yeah.
She was 1 for her. Piotr had 2 for 3.
Yeah.
Game Changer had all this just on now.
Yep,
So
Yep.
I just trying to decide.
I don't know. Maybe Brandy. She has the best attitude.
Brandy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was 3 for 4 with an RBI, and I thought her defense was outstanding.
Yep.
Oh my shit! Like half a dozen put out some great catchers.
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay,
You know,
I'll do that.
For me, is your mic on?
No. Okay, I'll do that. I'll
I thought you
I was gonna go Brandy or Kendall or.
you can pick any of them.
Yep.
You can't
Yep.
go wrong. So. Yep.
Okay. Jeez. Thanks, Scott.
Yep.
Use my hand warmer.
Heather, am I plenty loud on the speaker?
Yeah.
Did you get the Dawson lineup, Brody?
It's the same, I believe.
It's the same. Okay.
I can double check
Oh,
though.
they're on.
Dang it. Excuse me. Need to get up there. I didn't realize the game was going on already. Sheepers. Oops, sorry. Sure, I leave and then the game starts.
Up to bat, number 17, Macy Moe. The only change in the lineup
Okay.
is Aiden is catching for El Street.
Okay. Hayden.
Aiden's gone.
All right, is this the first batter here?
This is the second batter.
Ah, dang. Okay. Who's the first batter? Phil?
The higher Ritter,
Okay.
then she strike, and then she got the
I'm ready. It's the same lineup for Dawson?
Yep.
Okay. Who's pitching? Val?
Looks like Val. Yep, it is Val.
Yep. Macy. All right, welcome back to Lock of Parle Valley, everyone. Paul Ramo here for Q92 Sports. We're going to start game 2 here between Dawson Boyd and Lock of Parle Valley. The Eagles took the first game by a score of 13-1 in 5 innings. Blackjacks are batting here. They're the visiting team in game 2. Val Piotr pitching for Lock of Parle Valley. And Macy Moan hits it to Brandy Meyer at short, throws the first for the out. So put out there, and Ritter is on first base.
Up to bat, number 7, Caden Perkins.
Same lineup as the first game for Dawson Boyd. Here's Caden Perkins. Caden will be playing third base, and Piotr's pitch is low for a ball. One change defensively for Lock Parle Valley. Their catcher is
Aiden Bond.
Aiden Bond. Not Traeger, so that's the only change. There's the pitch, gets by Bond. And going down to third base is Ritter. Game 2 just underway here at Lock Parle Valley. I understand there's a rain delay, or there was a rain delay in the Madison baseball game. There's a shot down the right field line. Madison baseball team playing Lakeview. And the last report I got there was the Eagles were down 6-0 in the bottom of the second when the rain delay occurred. 2-strike count here to Caden Perkins. 1 out here in the top of the first. Next pitch, there's a pop-up down the right field line. Jalen Lee giving chase, and it goes foul. We'll recap that first game here when we have time. It was quite a hitting display by the Eagles. They had 16 hits in game 1. It's called strike 3. Nice pitch by Piotr. Perkins is called out on strikes for out number 2.
Up to bat, number 12, Liv Esplin.
Here's number 12, Liv Essling, the shortstop. She's a sophomore. Dawson's got a runner on third. And that's Ritter, the catcher. Val Piotr in her windup in the pitch. And that's down low. In the first game, Val gave up no hits, no runs, no hits, struck out 2, no walks. Then was relieved with Greta Fernals. So the senior Val Piotr, good outing there in the first game. Maya Sawatsky, there's a swing and foul back to the backstop there by Essling. Maya Sawatsky is injured, otherwise she'd probably be pitching. So tore some muscle in her throwing arm, and that's going to take some time to heal. Hopefully she'll be back soon. Section playoffs starting in a couple weeks. There's that changeup. Oh, that's that nasty changeup by Piotr, and that's called strike 3. So the Blackjacks go down And with no runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave Ritter at third base. We'll take a break with the Eagles coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. Brody, how did Ritter get on? Do you remember the first batter?
The first one?
Remember how she got on?
She striked, and then she got first. I think the ball went that way towards Brandon.
So she did get ahead, a base hit?
Yep.
Okay. It's the same lineup for I got the Lock Pros lineup here.
The only difference is Aiden is in for Ava.
Okay.
Right?
Aiden is a ninth grader. Okay.
That I did not.
Yep. I got it right here.
Write something new every day.
All right, it's going to be Jalen Lee, Kendall Shelsted, and Brandy Meyer to start it off here. Pitching for Dawson Boyd, we've got number 7, that's Caden Perkins pitching for the Blackjacks. Get your defensive lineup here in a little bit. Caden's a right-hander. And Caden is a sophomore. Ritter behind the plate. Number 4. Okay. And here's Jalen Lee batting. Jalen Lee. And the pitch is high for a ball. See what Jalen did in the first game. She got on base just about every time. No hits for Jalen, but she came around to score in the 4th inning in that 13-1 lead. 13-1 win for Parle Valley. That was her 7th win of the season. Perkins pitching to Jalen Lee here. Bottom of the 1st inning, no score. And Perkins' pitch is high for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike to Jalen. Kind of the same lineup, except for the Eagles is in game 1. Here's the next pitch. There's a nice pitch there by Perkins, right down the middle for a strike. We got a full count to Jalen Lee. Pitch swung on and fouled back. Of course, Jalen will be playing college volleyball next year at Crown College. Graduate here in a few weeks. There's ball 4. And the Eagles have a runner, Jalen Lee.
Number 13.
Here's Kendall Shelsted. What a game Kendall had. Kendall was 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs in that first game. She started out the game with a triple but came around to score. Here's a pop-up. First baseman for Dawson Boyd. Oh, in foul territory. Glanced off her glove and falls away. Tough break there for the Blackjacks. Let's see, number 4. Don't got that number. There's a swing by Shelsted and it falls back. Two strikes to Kendall Shelsted. Perkins pitching. Jalen Lee at first base. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Perkins strikes out Shelsted.
Up to bat, number
1
3,
out.
Brandy Meyer.
And here's Brandy Meyer. All Brandy did in the first game, 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, and it was her defense. Here's the pitch. It's a strike to Brandy, and going down the 3rd is Jalen Lee with a stolen base. So Brandy Meyer has an RBI out there. Wind up in the pitch. Fouled back. Yeah, Brandy was 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Came around to score twice in the game. But I'm going to give her the Neonitos player of the game. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Boy, Perkins blew that one by her. Nice pitch by Caden Perkins of the Blackjacks. 2 outs. So Perkins has struck out Shellstead and Meyer. Jalen Lee at third base. Here's Kayla Jan. And she hits one hard to center field. Right to Moan, and Moan makes a catch in center field. Wow. That was a hard hit ball by Kayla. But Moan played that one perfectly. For the Eagles, no runs, no hits, no errors. And they leave Jalen Lee at third base. We'll go to the top of the second. No score between the Blackjacks and the Eagles. We'll be right back. Crying out loud, we got that. I don't understand that. Okay, I'm ready.
Why is softball the coolest place to be?
Why is softball the coolest place to be? I don't know.
Because it's always full of fans.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
starting
we're
to run out.
we're gonna say these on the radio then.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Who's batting here? Dawson. Who's number 4 for Dawson? Do you know?
Lauren Lee.
Lauren Lee.
Yep.
So Lauren Lee's
Up to
at
bat,
first
number
base.
9, Maddie Wenty.
No. Maddie Wenty. All right. Paul Ramo back here at Parle Valley High School. It's no score between the Blackjacks and the Eagles. Maddie Wenty batting. She's got 2 strikes on her. What a nice job by the pitcher for the Blackjacks, Caden Perkins, in that last inning. Yeah, she struck out Shellstead, Meyer, and then got Jan to fly out to Macy Moan in center. 0-2 count to Maddie Wenty here in the top of the second. Ground ball hit the Brandy Meyer at the short. There she scoops it up, throws to first for the out. That's why I named Brandy Meyer Neonito's Subway Player of the Game in Game 1 because of her defense in Game 1. A lot of Eagles had swung the bat well, picked up a number of RBIs, as did Brandy, but she made some great defensive plays at shortstop for the Eagles there in Game 1. So she'll receive a t-shirt from Neonitos and a Subway Valley meal from Gary Hendricks, owner of Subway in Appleton, Dawson, and Clare City, and 2 sites in Wilmer. Batting here is number 6, Elsie Wiebe. Elsie Wiebe batting. And she's got 1 ball, 1 strike on her. Pops it up. Second baseman Kayla Jan makes the catch. So Wiebe flies out to Jan for out number 2 here in the top of the second.
Number 32, Shea Botha.
Understand Madison got some rain. They had a rain delay in the baseball game there. Not out here at Parle Valley. I don't think we even got a sprinkle.
A little bit.
A little bit, I guess, Brody says. And we got Shea. Is this Shea Bothan?
Yep, Shea Botha.
Shea Bothan batting. Here's the pitch. Popped up foul beyond home plate. Shea pitched the whole first game in Game 1. She's a 10th grader. Wind still blowing hard out here at Parle Valley. That's nothing new. Pitch inside there by Piotr. Val doing a fantastic job in the circle for the Eagles in game one. Gave up no hits in game one. She's pitching to Shea Bothan. Next pitch, ground ball to Meyer at short. Another nice fielding play by Brandy, and she throws her out for the third out. That's a 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles as they run to the dugout and get high fives from head coach Scott Sawatsky. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the or bottom of the second. The Eagles coming to bat. We'll be right back. So where's Shea Bothan playing? 32. Yeah, she's shortstop, I bet. So where'd Liv Essling go then?
Third base, that's right.
Oh, Wenty's at second. Oh, Wenty's at second. No score between Lac qui Parle Valley and Dawson Boyd out here at windy Lac qui Parle Valley. And Caden Perkins finishing up her warm-up pitches here. Game two here. First game, the Eagles won 13-1 in 5 innings.
Up to bat, number 7.
First inning, after Jalen Lee got a base hit, Perkins struck out Shellstead and Meyer, who had fantastic first games, and got Kayla Jan to pop out. Here's Callie, number 7 batting here for the Eagles is Callie Kahn. Callie Kahn at the plate. Hey, look at the sun come out. It's nice and sunny right now at Lac qui Parle Valley. Wouldn't want to be playing left fielder that left side of the field right now, that's for sure. Kahn, ground ball, diving stop by Shea Bothan, but she cannot able to make the throw, but she stopped the ball from going out to left field. Base hit there for Callie Kahn. Here's Zoe Doctor. Zoe Doctor, number 15. And Zoe is out in center field. So Kahn at first base, and the pitch, squared around the bunt, pulls it back, and Kahn steals second base. See what Callie did here. I mean, Dr. Zoe was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in that first game. Here's a ground ball to Shea. Oh, underneath her glove, goes out in left field. And now rounding third is Callie Kahn. She's coming home. And the throw gets behind the catcher, Ritter, and Kahn's going to score. So the Eagles score. Kahn was coming home, and the throw was right on the money. And Kahn stopped, and she was going to go back to third, but the ball got by Ritter. So Zoe Doctor, I'm going to give Zoe a hit there. Single, then she made it to second. And now here's Val Piotr, the pitcher. Got Doctor at second base. She swings at that one, fouls it back to the backstop. On deck is Raya Borstead. Borstead out in right field. Here's Perkins' pitch. And that just missed for a ball. Boy, nice to see the sun. The sun was under the clouds there for a while, but still very windy. Pitch is high and away to Piotr. 1-0, Lac qui Parle Valley leading here in the bottom of the second. Thanks for tuning in to Q92 today. Perkins' pitch. Ground ball to third. Knocked down nicely by Essling. Throws to first for the out. 5-3 put out. Piotr's out, and there's one out, and going to third on the throw to first was Doctor. There's Raya Borstead. Raya Borstead batting. Let's see what Raya did in the first game. She was 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Eagles 16 hits in the game. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. Aiden Bond, if Raya would get aboard, Aiden is on deck. There's a fly ball left field. It's going to drop in there for a base hit, and that's an RBI single. Scoring Doctor from third, an RBI single to left for Raya Borstead of the Eagles.
Up to bat, number 6, Aiden Bond.
And here's the number 9 batter in the batting order, Aiden Bond. Aiden did not play in the first game. And she's got swings and fouls the ball back there. Aiden is a 9th grader. Coach Sawatsky over there at third base. Ryan Lee, coach at first base for La Capral Valley. Pitch outside by Perkins. One out here in the bottom of the second. Eagles have a 2-0 lead now. Caden inner windup and the pitch to Aiden Bond. High for a ball. Ball 2. Eagles 7-2 after winning game 1 here. And next pitch, pop foul, the first base. And the first baseman, Lauren Lee, giving chase. I don't believe Lauren played in the first game, but she's out there at first base now. Paul Ramo out here at La Capral Valley today. La Capral Valley and Dawson Boyd in softball action. We'll have our Neon Needles post-game show. We'll wrap up both games, and I believe Coach Sawatsky will be up here in the post-game, maybe a player of the game. Here's Perkins. The pitch is down low, and that was ball 4. Borstead goes down to second, Bond to first, and here's the top of the order for the Eagles.
Number 5,
With one out here in the bottom of the second. 2-0, La Capral Valley leading Dawson Boyd. We got Borstead at second, Bond at first, and here's Jalen Lee, who walked in the first inning. Caden Perkins delivers to Jalen Lee. First pitch high for a ball. Left fielder Elsie Weeby out there going to be fighting the sun right in her eyes. Here's the next pitch. Popped up in the infield. The shortstop, Shea Bothan, makes the catch. 2 outs.
Up to bat, number
Here's the
13, Kendall Shellstead.
Shallow pop-up, routine pop-up to short. Shea Bothan, the shortstop, hauls it in for number 2. Here's Kendall Shellstead. Kendall had the hot bat in the first game. 3 RBIs. Pitch in the dirt. Oh, it hit her. Hits batsman, so the bases will be loaded.
Up to bat,
Borstead
number
at
3,
third.
Randy Meyer.
Bond at second, Shellstead at first. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And here is Brandy Meyer. Big at bat here in the second. And Brandy was hit by the pitch. Perkins hit her, and that'll walk in a run. 3-0 La Capral Valley.
Up to bat, number 2, Kayla Jam.
And Caden was a little disgusted with herself. I think that ball just slipped out of her hands. And here's Kayla Jan. Bases juiced of Eagles. 2 outs. Pitch outside gets away from Ritter, and the runners will stay put. It's happening in game 1 in the 4th inning. I think the Eagles scored probably all 6 of their runs on 2 outs. It was amazing. Blackjacks could not get that 3rd out. And that's the way it usually goes. Bart Hill and I talked about that. There's a pitch low to Kayla Jan. Bart Hill and I talked about that in the Dawson La Capral baseball game where the Blackjacks won 2-0. Next pitch, There's a little blooper in the infield. Wente, the second baseman, bobbles it and throws it past the first baseman. 2 runs are in. Here comes Jalen Lee around third, and 3 runs are in. My goodness.
Up to bat, number 7.
Bond
Callie
scores easy. Shellstead scores from second. Well, that was Brandy Meyer, excuse me. That was Brandy Meyer scoring. And Kayla Jan goes down to second. We'll have to give it air there. Wente fielded it, and then she bobbled it, and she probably should have held on to it because he wasn't going to get Caleb, and then she threw it wide of the first baseman, Lauren Lee, and that allowed all the runners on the bases to score. But 2 outs, they're going to be running anyway. Here's the pitch down to third base, and Kayla Jan steals third. We're in the bottom of the second. It's 6-0 Lac Parle Valley. Kayla Jan at third. Here's Callie Kahn batting for the second time. And the pitch is inside, and Jan will stay at third. Almost got by Ritter. And what did I just get done saying? All on 2 outs here. Callie Kahn at the plate for Lac Parle Valley, 6-0. Just like that in the blink of an eye. And there's ball 4. And Caden Perkins struggling to find the strike zone right now.
Up to bat, number
Here's Zoe Doctor.
Zoe Doctor.
Oh, and then they're going to throw it down to second. Now they're going to get Kahn in the hot box. They're going to throw home. Jan scores 7-0. And then Kahn's going to go to third base. When Kahn walked, she rounded first and just trotted down the second. Then the Blackjacks tried to get her into a hot box, and then when they threw the second there, well, that Kayla Jan came home to score from third easily. And then throw home, Kahn went to third. 7-0. Still 2 outs. Zoe Doctor at the plate. Pitches a strike to number 15, Zoe Doctor, the center fielder. Kahn at third base. Second time at the plate here this inning for Zoe Doctor. She hits a ground ball to third. Hessling fields it, throws the first, and there's your third out. That'll end the inning, but the Eagles come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs in that second inning. They lead 7-0. We'll be back after this.
What did the glove say to the softball?
I don't know. What did the glove say to the softball?
I'll catch you later.
Jeez. Oh. That's good.
You can see Carson down there. He just has the widest smile.
Carson.
Garrity?
Oh.
Is that how you pronounce his last name?
What's that?
Is that how you pronounce his last name? Garrity?
Garapi.
Garapi?
Yep.
Okay. That was close.
All right, who's batting here? Who's batting here for Dawson?
Number 3, Quinn Larson. Up to bat, number 3, Quinn Larson.
All right. Hopefully this is a fast game. Here we go. 7-0 Eagles. Blackjacks batting. Quinn Larson at the plate. Let's see if the Blackjacks can get something going here. Val Piotr on the mound. Too many errors that last inning cost the Blackjacks a number of runs there. I think 5 of the 7 runs on errors. There's a strike thrown by Val Piotr to Quinn Larson. Blackjacks really have a young team. A lot of sophomores. They start 5 sophomores. There's that changeup by Val. We saw that changeup in the first game. It's amazing to watch. 2 strikes to Quinn Larson. Number 3. Next pitch, swung on and missed, struck her out. 3rd strikeout of the game for Val Piotr.
Number 4, Lauren Lee.
Here's the first baseman for Dawson Boyd, Lauren Lee. Her first action. She did not play in the first game. She's a left-handed batter. And Val threw her ball there. Next pitch, opposite field, the left field coming in, the left fielder, and that's Callie Kahn making a running catch. Wow. Callie Kahn in left. That was Lauren Lee, a left-handed batter, went opposite field there. And Callie, fighting the sun, has her sunglasses on and makes the catch. Here's the top of the order, a little blooper to short the Brandy Meyer off the batter Ritter. And folks, that's a quick 1, 2, 3 inning for the Eagles. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. It's the Eagles 7, Dawson Boyd nothing.
I have a good one, but I said it in the last game, so I don't know if I want to say it again.
See, I paid for a hot dog. There's somebody down there for a hot dog?
Yeah, you can just,
I paid for it already.
yeah. Hey Dante, can you give Mr. Remo a hot dog, please?
Ketchup?
With ketchup. Who's that up to bat? Let's see. I think it's that.
Val Piotr.
I think it's that.
7, 8, 9 batter. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. Well, it's going to 7, 8, 9 batters for Parle Valley. They have a 7-0 lead on the Blackjacks here in the bottom of the third inning. The Eagles won the first game 13-1 in 5 innings. Paul Ramo out here at Parle Valley. Sun still shining. And Caden Perkins, first pitch. Ooh, that one got away from her. I was delivered a hot dog between innings. The skin on type hot dogs. I love them. Ooh, look out. Pitch inside to Val. She grounded out to third baseman. Essling at third in her first at bat. In the first game, she no-hit the Blackjacks with her time in the circle. Pitches high and away by Caden. 7-0 is your score. Blackjacks leading here in the bottom of the third. Sunny Thursday evening here at Parle Valley, and there's ball 4. So once again, for the third inning in a row, the Eagles get their lead-off batter on base. Here's a number 8 batter, the right fielder, Raya Borstead. Home plate umpire calling time. Now we're ready here. Here's the pitch inside. Oh, almost hit her. Did it hit her? No, it didn't. And Val Piotr trots down to second base. I'm trying to get you some updates here. Lakeview leading Parle Valley 6-4 in the top of the 4th inning. Last report I got there. Number 4 at the plate. This is Raya Borstead. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut there. Nice pitch by Perkins. Excuse me. Next pitch, a strike. Two strikes, 2-2 count to Raya Borstead. Got a lot of updates happening here now. The next pitch, and that's in the dirt for a ball. Yellow Medicine East Sting in softball leading Lakeview 12-4. That in the third inning. Baseball, Murray County Central, probably the favorite in Section 3A, leading RTR 17-2. Next pitch down in the dirt, ball 4. And going to third base, stealing third base there was Piotr. And then just Borstead will just run first and go to second, and the Blackjacks won't throw it. So here's Aiden Bond, the catcher. Aiden Bond batting. The runners on second and third for Parle Valley. Pitch is down low for a ball. We've got Piotr at third base, Borstead at second, nobody out. Next pitch is high for a ball to Bond, the catcher. As I mentioned earlier, Aiden Bond, just a ninth grader. Perkins delivers, and that's high and away for ball 3. 3-0 to Bond, then it'll be the top of the order. And Jalen Lee. Here's a pitch from Perkins. Right down the middle on 3-0, strike 1. Coach Sawatsky constantly talking with his players. 3-1 pitch. High for ball 4, the bases are loaded. The bases are loaded for Parle Valley, and they have the top of the order coming up, and they lead 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. Matty Wente calls time to go and talk with his pitcher. We got time as Coach Nick Gruel comes out of the dugout. See if Nick's going to leave his pitcher in there or just going to talk strategy here. They need to get some outs. There's no outs here in the bottom of the third. Trying to get an update on the Dawson Boyd Blackjack baseball game. They're in Canby tonight. And Dawson Boyd, looks like they beat the Lancers 6-1. Dawson Boyd defeated Canby in baseball 6-1. Here's the pitch, bases loaded to Jalen Lee. It's high and goes to the backstop. The runners will stay. So the Blackjacks, they on a winning streak right now. Here's the next pitch, swung on and missed by Jalen Lee. Nate Hansen was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Grayson Olson had a great game against Benson last night. He had another RBI. Boy, Grayson Olson's playing very well for the Blackjacks. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike to Jalen Lee. Bases are loaded of Eagles with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Next pitch, strike 2. 2-2 count to Jalen. Jalen's walked and popped out to shortstop. Next pitch, popped up right side of the field, went to second base. I think that's going to drop in there. It does. 2 runs are in. A 2-run double for Jalen Lee.
Up to bat, number 13, Kendall Shellstead.
That scores Piotr from third, Borstead from second, and Bond goes from first to third. That was kind of in no man's land there. Shallow right center field. Here's Kendall Shellstead. Kendall Shellstead at the plate. Bases remain loaded. And here's the pitch from Perkins. Popped up in the infield. The third baseman, I believe that's Essling, makes the catch. And there's your first out.
Up to bat, number 3, Brandy Meyer.
And here's Brandy Meyer. Brandy was our Neonito Subway player of the game with 2 RBIs in the first game, but it was her defense that got her player of the game. Number of putouts, fantastic catches. There's a strike called. Brandy was hit by a pitch in the second inning, came around to score. And And she hits that one foul. It's drifting towards the Dawson Boyd bleacher crowd down the first baseline, out of play. Brandy struck out in her first at bat today and then was hit by a pitch. She can do some damage here with a swing of the bat with 2 outs and bases are loaded, or 1 out, excuse me, 2 strikes, that is. There's a pitch high for a ball from Perkins. So big moment in the ball game here. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We got a pitch inside for a ball. My book. Oh, Borsted's at third. She didn't score. Just 1 run in here. Excuse me. Borsted did not score. She's at third base. 8-0. Pitch is outside, and then that's ball 4. That'll walk in Borsted.
Up to bat.
So
number 2,
Bond will go to
Kayla Jan.
third, Lee to second, and with the walk, Meyer to first. And now it's 9-0. And batting is Kayla Jan with the bases loaded. And there's a solid hit out in the center field, and then it gets bobbled by Moe, the center fielder. 2 runs are in. Here comes the 3rd run, and the Kayla Jan clears the bases.
Up to bat, number 7, Callie
3 RBIs for Kayla Jan. That was nothing but a solid hit. Out to center field. It didn't get by Macy Moan, but kept it in front of her. Here's the pitch to Callie Kahn. Ball, and Jan will go down third. But a huge hit there for Kayla Jan. And it's 12-0. 12-0. Kahn batting here in the bottom of the 3rd. Just 1 out. Next pitch is, oh, way high. Goes to the backstop. Jan will stay at second. Gotta correct my scoreboard here. My scorebook, I should say. Things happen too fast. Here's Perkins' pitch, and that's high to Kahn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, I'm right. The scoreboard's 12, and I got 12. That's good. And the pitch by Perkins. Oh, the drive down the left field line and just foul. Kahn got a hold of that one. Wow. Full count to Callie Kahn. Zoe Doctor waiting her turn on deck for the Eagles. Nice crowd here tonight at Parle Valley. Wind seems to be dying down a little bit. Here's the next pitch. Oh, well hit ball way back, left field, way back. And it hits the fence on 1 bounce. Kahn into second base with an RBI double. That was the hardest hit, longest hit ball of the game.
Up to bat, number 15,
Deep left center
Tony
field. Weeby and Moen didn't have a chance at that one. And that scored Kayla Jan from third. And it's 13-0. This might be it for Perkins. And we got a pitching change for Dawson Boyd. So we'll take a commercial break with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Eagles have a 13-0 lead on the Blackjacks. So we'll be right back.
I'm not going to say it over the mic because I said it last game. But where does a softball player go to get a new uniform?
What?
New jersey. I really like that one.
Mm-hmm. I saw that one. I'd say it.
It's so good I can say it twice.
Oh. Yep. Trying to finish my hot dog. Perkins goes second, they just swapped, it looks like, huh? Some new batters coming up here. Paul Ramo back here at Lockabro Valley. Pitching James for the Blackjacks. Caden Perkins goes to second. Matty Wente comes in the circle to pitch for the Blackjacks. 13-0 is the score. Eagles lead here in the bottom of the third, just one out. Here's Wente's pitch, and it's a strike. Who's batting here?
Sadie Zarbach.
Zarbach, okay. Sadie Zarbach, her first time batting for Zoe Doctor. And swing and a miss by Sadie Zarbach. 2 strikes on her, 1 out, bottom of the third, runner on second. That's Khan. And there's strike 3. Nice 3 pitches there by Wente. And there's 2 outs.
Up to bat.
And the Eagles have
Jennifer Knowles.
batted around the order here. Val Beater scheduled the bat, but Greta Fernals is going to bat for Piotr. And Wente in relief here of Perkins. Runner on second, and that's Khan. Here's a little chopper to third. Essling fields it, throws the first for the out, and that'll end the inning. So Wente does a nice job coming in relief. And that'll end that inning. And so the new score here, 13-0, Lacapral Valley leading with the Blackjacks coming to bat here in the top of the 4th inning. We'll be right back. Got it. 4, 5, 6.
Why did the softball player go to the car dealership?
I don't know. Why did the softball players go to the car dealership?
To get a sales pitch.
So, get a sales pitch. A sales pitch. Brody's on fire tonight with the jokes. All right, I gotta fish my hot dog. Play a couple spots. Who's pitching here?
Number 8, Greta Fernholz. They swapped her out for Val.
Is that the only changes, you think?
I think that's it, but I will let you know as we go.
No.
I can't tell who's far behind that. Up to bat, number 17, Macy Mullen.
Oh, the hot dog is really good. All right. All right, Paul Ramo out here at Lacapral Valley High School. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The score is Lacapral Valley 13, Dawson Boyd nothing. Top of the 4th, here's Macy Moan. 3 balls, 1 strike to Macy as we come out of commercial break. There's ball 4. So the Blackjacks have a base runner
Hayden Perkins.
here in the top of the 4th, and here's Kate Perkins. Facing Greta Fernals. Ground ball, base hit, right field for Perkins. And just like that, the Blackjacks have runners on first and second, and nobody out. Greta Fernals in relief of Val Piotr.
12, Liv Estling.
Here's Liv Estling. Looks down to Coach Nick Gruel. And looks like Macy Moan is tying her shoe. That's why the delay. Timeout called. Moan has to tie her shoe at second base. Now we're ready. Fernals in the windup, and she throws a strike to number 12, Liv Estling. Estling struck out in the first inning. Nobody out, top of the 4th. Blackjacks runners on first and second. Pitch is high from Fernals. Actually turning out to be a nice day. Sun's still shining here. Clouds overcast. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Throw down to first. Oh! And now the runner goes to third. Heads up base running there by Macy Moan. After the pitch, Bond threw it down to first. Try to get Perkins picked off. And Moan took off for third. So runners on the corners now for the Blackjacks. Called strike 3. What a pitch by Greta Fernals. Estling called out on strikes.
Number 9, Maddie Winty.
And the 9th grader, Greta Fernals. That was a nasty pitch there. Maddie Wenty batting. Maddie is pitching now for the Blackjacks. Runners on the corners for Dawson Boyd. 1 out. And there's a solid hit to right field. That's going to go in the gap, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. Wenty rounds first. She's on her way to third base. Here's the throw to third. Not in time. A 2-run triple for Maddie Wenty.
Number 6, LZ Weeby.
Wow. Scoring Moan and Perkins. And the Blackjacks scored 2 here in the top of the 4th with 1 out. Big hit there by Wenty. Now batting is Weeby, and she swings at that one, fouls it back. Well hit ball. Raya Borsted, the right fielder, and Doctor, the center fielder, giving chase. Oh, there's that changeup by Fernals, and Greta's got a... And when Weeby swung at it, way off balance, and Fernals with a big, huge smile on her face. Wenty at third base, swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Greta Fernals in this inning. Here's Shea Bothan. Wenty at third base with her 2 RBI triple. There's a base hit, or a ground ball to second base. Jan fields it. Throws to first for the third out. So a 4-3 put out there off the bat of Shea Bothan. But the Blackjacks come up with 2 runs on 2 hits. The big one by Wenty, a triple. No errors, and they leave Wenty at third base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's La Capral Valley 13, Dawson Boyd 2. We'll be back. What's that?
I was asking if you need to change that.
Oh, jeepers. We're back here at La Capral Valley. How about the Blackjacks? They scored 2. That was a big hit by Wente out to right center field. That triple. And Wente finishes up her warm-up pitches. And let's see, the Eagles coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. They lead 13-2. And it looks like it's going to be Raya Borstead and Aiden Bond, 8, 9, and 1 batters. Wente's pitch is outside for a ball. Bottom of the 4th. Ball game moving right along here. Borstead an RBI single in the first inning, or the second inning. And actually, she's come around to score twice in the game. Dawson Boyd baseball team, they defeated Canby 6-1 earlier tonight. Try to get an update on the Madison or Parle Valley baseball game with Lakeview. Haven't got a final on that one yet. Raya Borstead at the plate. 3 balls, no strikes to Raya Borstead. Wente in relief. The pitch outside for ball 4. So Parle Valley gets their leadoff batter on base, and here's Aiden Bond, the catcher.
Number 6, Aiden Bond.
As I mentioned, Dawson Boyd has a young team, but the Eagles have their senior-led starters, but they have a really good young bench. Pitch inside, and the ball gets by the catcher, Ritter, and down to second is Borstead. Aiden Bond, just a 9th grader. She's catching. She's at the plate now batting. She's come around and scored twice. There's a strike. Actually, Bond has walked both at bats here and has come around to score. Maddie Wente in her windup and the pitch, and that's inside. And going to third base, here's the throw from the catcher, Ritter, and sliding into third is Borstead. Eagles are stealing the bases today. 13-2 is your score, Parle Valley, here in the bottom of the 4th. Bond at the plate. The pitch is a strike. 2-2 count. I don't think Aiden liked that call. That was a little outside from up here, but I'm not the umpire. 2-2 count. Called strike 3. No doubt on that one. That was right down the plate.
Up to bat.
1 out.
Carson Whitney.
And here's the top of the order. Jalen Lee was supposed to bat, but it's Carson Whitnable batting. You know what Whitnable did in her only at bat and game? In the other game, she had a 2 RBI double. She was batting for Doctor in the first game. Eagles won the first game 13-1. Oh, that was Geyser. I'm sorry, that was Geyser, not Whitnable. Whitnable did get a hit, and she came around to score in her only at bat in game number 1. I was thinking that's Geyser that had the big hit in pinch hitting in game 1. Pitches down low for ball 2 to Whitnable. Borstead at third base, 1 out. 13-2 is your score. The Eagles leading here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch from Wente. Swung on and missed. Big cut there by Whitnable. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carson. Wente delivers, and that's strike 2. Well, got an update from Madison Memorial Baseball Field. Parle now leading Lakeview 12-6. They were down 6-0, folks. And there's strike 3 called. What a pitch by Wente. 2 strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts there for Maddie Wente.
Number 18, Maddie Geyser.
Whitnable caught looking there, and here's, who's this?
Maddie Geyser.
Oh, Maddie Geyser. Here's Maddie Geyser batting. So it's Maddie versus Maddie. Maddie Wente pitching, Maddie Geyser batting. Yeah, the Eagles lead Lakeview now 12-6. Gavin Meyer had a 3-run bomb. A good comeback there. Game's not over yet, but a good comeback after being down 6-0. Now 12-6. Here it's 13-2, Lock of Parle Valley leading Dawson Boyd. Wenty in the pitching circle. She has struck out Bond and Whitnable. Geyser swings at that one, fouls it back. Orsted at third base. She drew a walk to start the inning. And Geyser at the plate. Wenty delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 2. That was a nice fastball there, tailed by Wenty. Maddie delivers. Oh, the ball thrown on the other side. That one slipped out of her hand for a ball. Wind, American flag out there, still blowing strong out here at Lock of Parle Valley tonight. Game 2. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. So I think we got a full count to Maddie Geyser. Orsted at third base. 2 outs. Big pitch here for Wenty. She delivers. There's a shot to third off the glove of Shea Bothan, and a run's going to score. That was the hardest hit ball of the night, folks. That was a bullet. That was a rocket to short. Bothan got her glove up, and it just smacked it good, and Shea couldn't catch it. So a run scores, making it 14-2. Wow, that was hit hard by Geyser. What do we got? Bat.
Number 9, Eva Traeger.
Number 9, Eva Traeger. She caught the first game. This is her first at bat here in game number 2. She's batting for Meyer. Pitches outside, and Geyser will go down to second base. Can't get over how hard Geyser hit that ball to short. And Shea Bothan, you got to give credit to the shortstop. Bothan at short reacting to that hard hit ball. Just couldn't glove it though. Pitch is down low to Traeger. 14-2. Eagles score there. That would be an RBI for Geyser again. You know, Geyser came in and had 2 RBIs in game 1 in pitch hitting. Now pitch hitting here, she's got an RBI. How about that? 2 balls, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss there by Traeger. 2-2 count, 2 outs. See if Maddie Wenty can get her team in the dugout here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch swung on and missed, but they got to throw it on the first, and they throw it over the head of the first baseman. Geyser's going to stay at third. So a strikeout and an error on the catcher. That one sailed on her. Geyser's at third, and Traeger goes to second after being called out on strikes. Catcher dropped the ball. And here's a high fly ball right field. This is trouble. It's going to go all the way to the fence in the gap. 2 more runs are in for Lock of Parle Valley. Kayla Jan on her way to third base. She's being sent home. Here's the play. The plate not in time and inside the park. Home run for Kayla Jan. How about that? Kayla Jan hit the ball right center field, and that'll end the game. 17-2. 17-2 in 4. There's a rule of 15 runs, you go 4 innings. So that's your final in game 2, 17-2, Eagles win. Wow. What an exciting hit there. I think Kayla Jan's going to get the player of the game for that one, for ending the game. And then inside the Perker. And the girls shake hands with the Blackjack girls behind home plate. And now Coach Sawatsky will talk to the girls out in left field. We'll take a commercial break, a couple-minute break. Come back with the Neon Needles post-game show right after this. Thanks, Brody.
You're very welcome.
Did a good job.
Thanks for keeping me company.
Yeah.
That was a good 2 games.
Yep. 2 runs on 1 hit. I'm gonna give Kayla Jan the player of the game, I think.
Are you going to be here tomorrow? 'Cause I think there's a game tomorrow.
Nope, I can't remember where I am. Next week.
You'll be here.
Camby's. I can't remember. I don't think I'll be here tomorrow. I know I won't be here tomorrow. No.
Well, I'll maybe see you next week.
Yeah, you bet. Good. Thanks for helping out.
Don't work too hard.
Nope.